It takes more than giving birth to a child, providing his financial needs, send him to school, give him food, shelter to be called a parent. Your ability, strength, and capability of raising a child that is physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually sound and alert is what makes the difference. Hi. It's still me, your girl, Mena. Welcome to another section in my YouTube channel. How you doing? So good to know that you are still there for me. Today, we shall together be looking at those mistakes our parents made while raising us. The first one, lack of sex education and intimate discussion with children. Oh yes, parents of the 60s, 70s, 80s, probably the 90s, parents were guilty and are still guilty of this particular thing. To them, it is a taboo, no-go area. Never shall we discuss sex education with children. For what now? But they never knew that that is the best thing to do for a child. So many of them could never, ever talk about the sexual relationship involving a man and a woman, relationship with the opposite sex, menstrual cycle. What is your wet dreams all about? It was very difficult for our parents to sit us down and teach us those parts of the body that are referred to as private. Never. Most times, children get to know about them through neighbors, classmates, friends, randy adults that are waiting to take advantage of those children. And you know what that means when they tend to learn it or when they learn it from outsiders. You owe them that as a parent or as parents to educate your children. Let your children know that those parts of the body called private are not meant to be touched by anyone. For the baby girls, on no circumstances should any man ever touch their baby, including their dad. It is very wrong for a child to sit on the laps of an adult. For what reason? Or hug indiscriminately. These are things our parents should have taught us. It would have prevented lots of molestation that happened in the past. So many of them were so busy that they can't even sit down and have heart-to-heart discussion with their children. When did your menses start? Are you experiencing it? Any wet dreams? Stuff like that. Talk with your children. Tell your children how to relate with opposite sex. No, it's a taboo. But I tell you, that was a very big mistake our parents did. And I'm believing and hoping that 21st century parents will never make the same mistake. Number 2, use of foul language. Curses at the slightest provocation. You will hear words like Chineke Okwa Goko, Mbomora Akpa Shenge. May you not see the brightness of the day. Oh Lodo, Onya Apare. Wow, your child. You forgot that Proverb 18:21 categorically stated it that the power of life and death lies in the tongue. And those who love it, use it, they eat the fruits, and of course, bear the consequences of their words. You have to be very careful what you say to your child. Those words that you pronounce on your child, especially in anger, they all have a way of manifesting. And you know how the devil works. He will always want to capitalize on those negative words, bring them into manifestation, and it becomes the order of the day in the life of your child's reality. Those words you speak, they carry power because you are a parent. So the possibility of those things coming to materialization or realization is there. You are meant to bless your child and not the other way around, because you will still be the one to bear the consequences. Because those things that you are saying, like I said, they all have a way of affecting a child's life. The child might not be where he or she ought to be, might not progress the way he or she ought to be, and it will definitely affect you in your old age, because a time will come in your life when your physical strength will fail you. You will need the assistance of a child, physical assistance, financial assistance. If that child did not make it in life, what will be your story at that age of your life or at that stage of your life? So let us be very careful things we say to our children. because they manifest in one way or the other. Another grievous mistake our parents made was beating and spanking at the slightest mistake of a child. Yeah, even the scripture says is that foolishness abounds in the heart of in the life or heart of a child. So definitely, Proverb now made us to understand somewhere around 13:24 that those that spare the rod will definitely spoil their children. They will hate their children. So it is expected that you should use the rod and make corrections. But there is a great difference between discipline and abuse. Many of our parents abused us in the name of discipline. There are other ways to punish a child or to make corrections in the life of a child. You can ask the child to kneel down, marry the wall, prevent him from watching television, deny him of things he enjoys, things he loves, maybe his snacks or something, maybe playtime, you reduce it. There should be other punishments that you could use to correct one mistake or the other in the life of your child, and not necessarily caning, so that each time you bring out the cane to use it on him or her, he will know that, wow, this particular offense is very grievous. I must have, in fact, Amy Anam. Do you understand that kind of thing? Than a slightest mistake you are flogging. It has a way of affecting the child, because a child will get so used to that cane, my dear. In fact, before the child could commit, the child will even go and get cane and say, the end product is daddy will flog me. At worst, mommy will flog now. That's the cane, let them flog. Then you have not done a good work in terms of correcting the child. So that was one mistake our parents made. They flogged and spanked at the slightest mistake of a child, and that wasn't so right. The next thing they did was not giving us enough encouragement via their words, such as, I'm super proud of you. You are an amazing child. Wow, I'm proud to be your mom. Come and give daddy a hug. Give me a peck. God bless you. Those words, they speak a lot in the life of the child. They help to motivate the child positively. Children love validation. Fine, I know some parents will tell me, but when they do something good, I appreciate them by buying them gifts. It should go beyond buying gifts. Buying gifts is good, but words of encouragement, praises, children love it. Our parents of the 60s, 70s, 80s, rarely you hear that from them. Rarely you got that from them. And I want to believe that our 21st century parents will never make such mistake again. Okay, the next thing they did was being very unobserving and trusting strangers more than we, the children. Oh yes, many parents are so guilty of this. I wouldn't know if it is as a result of ignorance or not being knowledgeable enough or not being exposed enough or what. I don't know. They tend to be very ignorant of things happening in the home. A girl child could be pregnant 5, 6, 7 months gone, and the parents will never know that that child is in trouble. Yet the child is still living there, right there under their roof. That wasn't so good. No, some of our parents are so ignorant of the behavioral changes in the life of their children. For instance, you have a baby girl who is so used to one relation or the other, a colleague or friend or something. All of a sudden, you see these behavioral changes around her towards that particular soul. So many of our parents never care to find out what happened. Instead, sometimes you see them pushing us into those people that we don't even want to go to. Go and come and greet this person now. Hug that person and greet. Please. They indirectly made us people's pleasers. We have to be people pleasers. We must please the people, please the crowd, to our own detriment. Most times, those people they are pushing us towards are the people that are molesting us. They are people that are abusing us. They are people that we don't want to associate with. But they were so ignorant of this. They tend to believe more in what a stranger says to them than whatever we have to say. Seriously, that wasn't so good. And it made us not really have that confidence, because you know that there is nothing you will say that they will believe. They rather believe in the lesson teacher, uncle, house help, auntie, stuff like that, over what you have to say to them. That's so wrong. A parent will be in the house and observe that his baby boy has become kind of withdrawn. He will not want to be coming out for family outings. Always want to lock himself in his room. And they will not even bother. No, they will never bother. Check it very well. Something is wrong with that boy. Either there is a bad gang he has joined, he has started drugs, or something is bothering him. But our parents felt so less concerned. You won't even know who to confide in because they were never there. That takes me to the next point. When they made themselves demigods, deities, unapproachable, unreachable. They built this wall of Jericho that you need to sing 7 days and pray 7 days before you can, if actually you were able to break that wall. Seriously, they built this wall of Jericho around them. You can't reach them. They became very unaccessible. You couldn't just reach them. You will hear the sound of your father's car or any of your parents' car, driving in, or you hear their voice as they are coming in. Instead of you to run to welcome them, you are running to hide. They became Amadio horses. Ogunde Thunder. You will go and turn off the television. In fact, everybody to your tent Israel, go and hide, hide. Chak and Chan, you go here, you go there. Why? Because you know that once they come in, it must be shouting that one, shouting that one. They will shout that one. They will, hey, our parents no try. I go tell you this, they no try. All right. Another thing they did that was very funny, is they never gave you a voice. Who the hell are you to talk when daddy has said it? When mommy has made a suggestion or take a decision, not even suggestion. I am not saying you don't have any right over your child. No. But remember that this is a being, in as much as he's a child, but he's a being that has likes, dislikes, his own opinion. So why not give him room to air his opinion? Let him make suggestions, then you take the decision. But our parents of those days, they never gave us that voice. No way, they never gave us the voice. You must do what they say. Oh yes, you must do what they say. In terms of choice of subjects in the school, even when a child is not good with science, daddy will say you must be a medical doctor. And the child is failing chemistry, failing physics, failing biology, failing all those science subjects that could, help him achieve that medical stuff. But they will not even want to listen to you. A child that is very, very good with literature, very good with art, with drawing, you will still want to push him into science class because you want to answer a doctor. That wasn't so funny. They did that to us. The next thing they did, our parents were never apologetic. To come and apologize. Who the hell are you? No way. Like I said, they made themselves demigod. But that doesn't make you less a parent. Oh, my bad. I apologize. It's my mistake. I'm so sorry. It doesn't make you less a parent. Rather, you are helping to inculcate the right attitude in the life of that child. The child will grow up becoming somebody's responsible boyfriend, a responsible husband, a responsible father who knows that when he errs, he should do what? Ask for forgiveness. When he wrongs someone around him, he should say, I'm sorry, and take up responsibilities and not to, shy away from them. And feel because you're a demigod, because you are a parent, because you are parents, or whatever, that you can never be wrong. Says who? Are you God that is perfect? It is only God that is perfect. So every other being is not, including you, parents or parents. So when you do something that is wrong, you're supposed to say, I am sorry. But many of our parents never did that. When you raise an acceptable child, a child that the society will see and admire, a child that is physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically sound and alert, it definitely drives peace. It drives peace into that home. And the home will definitely form good society, which will invariably, to a very large extent, affect the world. So, it's up to us, 21st century parents. Let's try to correct all those anomalies our parents did. I must tell you, they made this mistake of when you ever speak the truth to them. In fact, when you lie, you are in hell. They will so beat you for lying to them. And if you ever say the truth, own up and say, yes, this is the truth, this is how it happened, double beating awaits you. So at the end of it all, what kind of child are you raising? A child who will be scared to say the truth because he knows that saying the truth will definitely land him many punishments, more punishments. So we should try to weigh how we can punish our child, how to discipline our child, and when we are abusing them. By this, the world will be a very better place for us. I see you again in my next video. Don't forget, it's still me, your girl, Nena. Take care of yourself. See you again in my next episode. Ciao.